Out here in motherfucking Philly alongside and joined by, well, he's driving, so he's did me that favor of bringing me out here to the city of brotherly love. Not cuck, love. I am Mix. I don't know where the fuck he disappeared to. He had to go run off and take some pictures with the fucking stadiums. As you can see out here, allergies are fucking kicking my ass out here, apparently. And I got my mask on. Shit is getting in my eyes, all kinds of foreign fucking material and shit. I'm slowly but surely dying, as we all are, as the days advance in our fucking lives and progress. But still, right now, allergies are no fucking joke. Oh, goddamn. Allergies are fucking me up out here in Philly. Of all days, out here with fucking that boy. All I do is bitch on Instagram. I'm kidding. All I do is mix on IG. Otherwise, I am Mix. The blackest, proudest, loudest motherfucker out of Flushing, Queens. The Queens has to offer. He's out here fucking running around trying to take pictures of that fucking Philly stadium. Whichever one, I don't even know. They got like 3 of them all together, bunched up like a fucking, I don't know, a menagerie or a bukkake of stadiums. In motherfucking Philly, of all places, myself and all I do is Mix, or I am Mix. He's the driver right here, as you can see. I'm just co-piloting. I'm manning the Google Maps, if anything, too. On the MANNEQUINS Cheesesteaks, according to how, I forget the name of the fucking place, too. I'll just put it in text, whatever. But in the meanwhile, we're also on the manhunt, double dutying for a fucking bathroom, all place, because Philly, of all locations, apparently, and since I guess the pandemic going on crazy, whatever, too, it's goddamn near impossible to find a bathroom. We're out here fucking going to gas stations, checking out random spots to see where the fuck we can just unload real quick our bladders so we can then fill up with the luscious, gooey goodness of a fat fucking cheesesteak with extra cheese and all the meats on top and the onions chopped to fucking sizzling perfection and all that shit too. But it's been a bitch so far. You know, you gotta remember to wear the fucking mask to go in anywhere too before you fucking step foot outside the vehicle or inside somewhere else that ain't your fucking vehicle. Well, his vehicle, I mean, I am Mix's vehicle. The I am Mix mobile, better yet said. But yeah, goddamn, find the bathroom. I think we've been to like at least 5 different places, because the place we're going to, De Lissandro's, I think it's called. It's like in Philly, but it's not in Philly. It's like out in the boondocks in Philly. So we've had to make random stops at this gas station, that gas station, 7-Elevens, fucking Dunkin' Donuts in the middle of nowhere too. Sketchy ass fucking areas, but still there's like nice house, fucking blown up, set on fire gas station in the middle of nowhere too. So we're really testing our luck, and I think according to the length of time that I am Mix is taking in the 7-Eleven out here too, it seems like we struck gold as far as a bathroom, because he's going first, obviously, since he's the one in most urgent need. I'm gonna go second as far as not number 2 but number 1 at least. He's number 1 in this case because he's full of piss, full of shit. All I do is bitch on Instagram. I am Mix otherwise, as clearly documented with the footage, the very little bit of footage I caught in Philly alongside my brother from another mother, Mix, or I am Mix, better yet said. And do me a favor, while you do this, go follow him, give him a like, a comment, or, you know, like one of his videos where he's fucking shrieking like a hyena or something like that, mostly on YouTube, but you know what I mean. We spent the day out in Philly. Just to recap it really quick, it's just a matter of, you know, we was tired of being in fucking Queens, you know, on another Saturday, which is really fucking nice outside, sun beaming, hot as fuck, everything too. It was fun to be out there. It was fun to just be fucking in another city, even though like it's only a 2-hour drive. I haven't been there myself in like at least 7 years per se, give or take 6 or 7 years it might be. From what I understood, Mix hasn't been there ever. So for us to take that little trip away from home per se, it helped. It really fucking just, you know, cleared the mind a little bit too. Even though I was literally busy clearing out my fucking nostrils, my fucking immune system because of the fucking pollen, all the hay and shit just attacking me through my eyes. I had my mask on, as, you know, due to the fact that COVID is still out there, whatever. But I did get funny looks. I did get the brave white boys who have nothing better to do but dress in fucking dress shirts with the 2 fucking top buttons unopened and, you know, khaki shorts or whatever. walking around and still giving me side eyes and making little stupid comments as they pass by. I don't give a shit, honestly, because I know they're not being brave. They're being fucking pussies about it as far as like, oh, look at this idiot with a mask. I know I heard one of them say that shit as they pass me by. And Mick's like the fucking, rib a little bit too. Like, oh, you're going to keep the diaper on while you're eating. How are you going to eat your food? How are you going to fucking put the fork through your mask? Ha, 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 ha. A comedian that, he alleges to be, of course. But he's just another fucking loudmouth from fucking Flushing. So there was a lot of that going on. I don't really care for it. It doesn't fucking matter to me because had I not had my mask on and had I not hopped on the bandwagon as far as all the fucking cool kids out there in Philly were doing, no mask or whatever too whatsoever, I'd be in the fucking hospital right now because the pollen, the level of it too, that was dropping down that day, it was practically the tree, as I understood from earlier this year, I learned that really pollen is like tree sperm or something like that. So the trees were bukkakeing me from all angles possible so much that it took over my internal system and organs and such and manifested in the sense of achoo, itchy eyes, my throat. I was ready to rip my throat out, rip it open if possible, just to fucking start scratching on the inside. It was that irritating for me to have to handle with the pollen and like I said and such too. It was crazy out there, but it was fun. I mean, I'll also admit that while we were out there to get away from it all for like at least the day or the afternoon, whatever too, most of the day, better yet said, we went out there with the MO of being fat in the sense of you don't go to Philly, I think, or I presume, without going to get a Philly cheesesteak. I've had them plenty here too as well in Queens. I've been told the ones in diners are somewhat close enough to what you get out in Philly, but it's not the same, and they look at you funny if you try to compare the two. So while in Philly, why not do like the Philadelphians do and get a cheesesteak and indulge and get this fucking sandwich that's like the size of like, a BBC or something like that, and indulge with the meat and the cheese seeping in with the fucking onions on tops. He got the jalapeno peppers because he allegedly can handle spicy. And then I got the fucking sweet banana peppers because I do like spicy and sweet. But then the ones I got were like, I don't know, like, what's the word? They were impotent. They were like limp dicks. They weren't doing nothing. They weren't busting in my mouth, nothing like that. Pause. So when I took my bite into it, it was the first legit Philly cheesesteak I had, again, like in 6-7 years. The place was D'Alessandro's, I want to say. I'm probably fucking the name up, but we had it from there. According to Google, according to fucking Google Maps, that's the one that had the highest amount of reviews, all averaging to 5 stars, and Philadelphians and whoever the fuck else chimed in and commented on the fucking places to go to, said that's the place to go to. Size-wise, girth-wise, capacity of meat, the fucking cheese and bun and onion ratio, hands down king. As far as taste, call me crazy, I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or that's what Philadelphia's been used to for so long as far as the taste buds, meaning they're fucking shot, they're non-existent. They need to season that fucking meat. I mean, overall, I was satisfied with, what we paid, which was like $10 for the fucking sandwich itself. This big fucking thing, like if you can see the video, this big. It's like a big black cock. It's like measuring like a horse cock, the size of a sandwich and shit too. So size, girth, presentation-wise, everything too, check off the fucking box for completely satisfied. You leave the one check box unchecked as far as did you like the taste. I did not. It was unseasoned. It's like they never heard of seasoning out there in Philadelphia, or at least the outskirts of Philly where we had to drive out to, or Mix had to drive out to, as far as it's not even in the fucking city of Philly, the heart of, it's wherever the fuck it's located at, right outside of Philadelphia. So you had to go on a fucking journey, an excursion, Adventure Time bullshit to get out to the place in the first place where, unless you see the big ass sign and you're fucking blind and Stevie Wonder's driving at the wheel, you can't fucking miss the big ass sign that says on the side of a unpresuming house, D'Alessandro Steaks, or whatever it said too. We stopped there. We knew to fucking go there. We had to wait close to an hour. An hour! We made the fucking order. Girl was nice, thank God it took the order. She was very fucking precise and said, hey, wait for your fucking name, Mix's name in this case, to show up on the fucking leaderboard, big ass TV they had on the side inside the store. Wait, hear your name, make another fucking line, get your fucking order, and go fuck yourself, whatever, too. That took 1 hour to get the fucking cheesesteaks. And another fucking thing they did, D'Alessandro's, if anybody out there that goes there frequently, or anybody from the D'Alessandro's establishment, organization, LLC, whatever, sees this shit, why are you fucking with me as far as not wanting to indulge in liquid, sugary calories like the colas and all that shit do to you? And I want to go the healthy-ish route, with water to accompany my humongous, horse cock of a sandwich. Why of all brands are you putting Deer Park into my system? We paid whatever, and to my fucking unpleasant surprise, when we unpackaged the water after the fucking sandwich, and we're all excited and worked up about fucking eating all this fucking meat going in our mouth and system, we get this fucking water, and it's Deer Park brand water, which is, I'm not big on Poland Spring either, but it's so universally accepted and, forced into your fucking face and down your throat that you come to accept it. But Deer Park is absolute trash. It might as well be Deer Piss brand water, because that's what it tastes like. I don't know how they do it out here, because they say New York tap water is like the cleanest and safest to fucking drink straight from the fucking faucet, whatever, practically. Like, just turn your head sideways, so start sucking the sink dry as far as water if you're thirsty like that too. But I don't know how water itself can really be that different tasting depending on the brand, the bottle, geographical location, etc. too. But my tap water from the fucking faucet, I could just, again, suck dry here if I'm really that thirsty, tasted way better than anything Deer Park could ever fucking produce and or bottle and try to fucking hustle to us as presumably a thirst quenching of a beverage, as water should be. Healthy, refreshing, replenishing your liquids for your internal organs so they function and you can lose weight and speed up your metabolism. But then half the time I'm gagging up the water. It's a big fucking bottle too, because that's the only one they sell too as well, along with the fucking Philly cheesesteak, which is unseasoned and unsavory. I mean, it felt like I was chewing on Play-Doh. I mean, I want to say I liked it somewhat. I enjoyed myself with the experience whatsoever, just being in Philly and indulging and being fat momentarily too. But as far as the cheesesteak is concerned, it was a big fucking goose egg. It was a zero. It was a fucking fail. I mean, I wish we would have gone back to where I went to 6-7 years ago. The first time I went to Philly ever was not the first time, was second and third time, whatever, but still first time in a long ass time. I wish we would have went back to the staple, the one that's kind of immediately there, right by the Rocky Steps too, which we visited and it was cool and all that shit too. But too many white people for my fucking off-white ass. Geno's steak, I don't even remember, to be honest, if it tasted the same way, or it was bland, unseasoned, unsavory, whatever. But I do remember actually liking and wanting a second one. This one, as soon as I was done with it, I wolfed it down. I did not want a second one. I just wanted to fucking go home, be with myself and my itis, throw away my fucking Deer Park alleged water somewhere along the way in the path, and just get the fuck home. I don't know. But all in all, it was fun. I mean, we were too late to see the fucking the Liberty Bell as well too. We had intentions to do so, but then of course IMX had the bright idea of fucking going to see it at like 4:50, and the shit closes at like 5 o'clock, and he parked his car all the way out here on the other side, wherever the fuck we were in the first place when he had that bright idea. So by the time we got there, of course it was closed. He was like, oh, hey, we're just gonna sneak a picture from the side and just fucking close the exhibit and shit, whatever. And we did get to see the crack from very far away, the Independence crack in the bell. And I seen it before. I mean, we seen it in like fucking Google pics and all that shit too, but to see it in person, or at least behind some thick ass glass wall, and take it as it is, was fucking fine. But it wasn't worth it as far as being late is concerned, or better yet said. But yeah, that's the city of Philly. That was a fucking day away from everything here as far as Queens got to offer on an otherwise very hot and pleasant Saturday overall. I mean, I wore light clothing. I enjoyed myself. I didn't have shorts on. I had black jeans on, which was a mistake because I was practically swimming in a sauna as far as my balls were concerned, and I should not do that to myself again, because as I told in a past episode, but it is true, so I might as well, TMI tell you right now, I go commando a lot. So please don't ever do the white boy prank of trying to pull down my pants or, tugging at my fucking waistband, whatever, because you're gonna have the unpleasant surprise of me being way too hairy for as off-white, as light-skinned as I am. I'm pale as a ghost down there. There's no sun touching the fucking, or seeing my crack back there as far as that's concerned. So please don't do that to yourself or me, or let alone mankind. Let's leave it at that. That's enough for today, at least too. Shout outs to fucking Nike, of all big brands, establishments, etc., too, because this is apparently old news, but it's the first time I see of it, and I almost wish we could have gotten more of it as far as a follow-up, but I'm sure we might not. Allegedly, no, actually, excuse me, they did actually produce, I guess you could say, Fat Mannequins back in 2019, which were debuted back in London, and they did their thing with the Fat Mannequins as far as actually put them out there, prominent in the Nike stores, and supposedly someone had a problem with Fat Mannequins having running gear on, of all things. The fucking cheat code that all girls use at this time, be it the season, or they gain some pounds after coming back from vacation, and they just throw in the yoga pants to kind of throw you off and make you think, oh, she stays in the gym, she stays in fucking hot Bikram yoga, bent over like a hot, sweaty, ready to get fucked dog, and shit in the studio with glass all around. So of course she's fit. She's got yoga pants on. Why wouldn't she be fit? But yeah, supposedly somebody had a problem with fat misrepresentation as far as the mannequins were concerned, having running gear on and or yoga pants too as well, because I forget who had said it. It was a lady, or it might have been a man, but if you ask a woman, most likely a man had to be the one to say it. But of course, somebody had said something along the lines of, and published it saying, well, who's that fat, as you can see in this mannequin, and in that big a hurry, unless it's to make the fucking lunch line at McDonald's once breakfast is over. Something like that, which is hilarious, but it is true. I mean, why bother with the Fat Mannequins? I got no problem with it, because you know what? It's actually good for the brand to show off that they got catering as far as, well, not literally food. Fat people have that problem enough with catering on their fucking minds all day, every day. But I mean, catering to all sizes and looks, as far as, there's obviously the petite, there's obviously the intermediate, the oddly built, put together, whatever. And then, of course, the bigger crowd, too. That's why they got big and tall stores. And, you don't see anybody complaining if they got to go to a big and tall store, if they're big and or / tall as well, too. Because that's all they got left to fucking do as an option as far as clothing is concerned. So if they want to be athletic, and if you're fat starting off, and you aim to lose weight, like a lot of people have done, myself included, you got to start off with a bigger size as far as athletic gear is concerned. So when I was younger, or when I did my fucking first weight loss that changed my look drastically too as well, I mean, I would have liked to have a Fat Mannequin to know how to base it off too. So I know either this color doesn't look good, this color makes me look even fatter than what I am already, so I kind of get a heads up as far as what I'm purchasing too. But apparently, they just got rid of those fucking Fat Mannequins because, of course, fat people had a problem of being put on blast of being fat, because it's like, wait a second, I know I'm fat. I don't need someone putting my fatness in a store on an inanimate object, which is being misrepresented as me, as being fat, because I see myself on that mannequin's, expressionless, faceless face. So I'm looking back at me. This is insulting. This is messing with my mental health or whatever too, as a fat person, and et cetera, emotional distress. And then boom, Nike got rid of the Fat Mannequins. Like, he was writing all these emails, like really heartfelt and heart depth, like, oh, I missed that ass, the way it bounced off my dick, made my balls tremble as soon as I came, et cetera, and like, oh, she's up on the emojis and all the expressions like LOL, OMG, ROFL, you a wild one, Ben. Let me see that ass again soon enough. And then they got together in fucking Montana of all places. So presumably they're getting back together as they're speculating right now, which I think works to his benefit because one, that ass is still phenomenal, like AJ Styles. It's like aging with fucking grace and style. No one's touching it, and it's just highly decorated like a war. Close out this shit, putting aside the fat talk and whatever else might have been, literally on the plate up until this point. I have to give a big shout out and take the time to do so properly to somebody who took time out of their schedule to show, of all people, me some love on my page on Instagram. Again, at AhhFuGGiT, or as you're watching right now, probably on IGTV, at AhhFuGGiT. They took the time out to fucking, of all things, like about 75 of my posts, like instantaneously, and actually interact, and gave me the chance to fucking DM them and thank them personally, and they were able to respond saying, hey, I just like your content, I enjoy what you do, keep on doing what you do, and keep on, bro, and all that other shit. But I'm gonna fuck this name up, and forgive me for doing so. It's unintentional, I swear to God. But also, I like to ask your parents why they would try to play mind games with me and or the world as far as giving you a name that's kind of hard to pronounce. But of course, I kid, jokes aside. Shout outs to Yasin Bouitaleb. Hopefully I got that somewhat kind of okay or close enough. But shout outs to you, my friend. I appreciate you, Yasin Bouitaleb, for liking so much of my shit on my page, which costs you nothing. But it means the world to me for you doing so. Like I said, about 70 something likes on my shit, on my page, on my lonely little page, which I'm growing slowly and slowly with the fucking posts and the contents. And don't forget, every fucking Friday at 10 p.m. live, who has been watching the movie recap review show that a lot of people, I think, are starting to grow a little scared of, because for your entertainment, if you're no one involved in the films I review and or recap, you've got nothing to lose per se, except lose your ass, I would hope, as far as laughing at what I say, or the banter, or the ranting, or reviews and recapping and whatnot too. But at the expense of somebody who's been in one of the films I've reviewed so far and might not have been so much of a fan of too, well, you're on notice at this point. And I'm letting you know fairly enough. I don't want to fucking waste my time, anybody else's time out there watching me live on all things of Instagram, which is a fucking app they can just swipe close on their fucking phone if they feel like it and just don't want to fucking watch. I appreciate those that sit down, take the time to watch it live, and or wait until I put it up on YouTube or the audio version on the podcasting platform, of whichever the fuck makes more sense to you too, to listen to it later as well. I appreciate you. So in that case, given those circumstances, I gotta be honest. I'm not gonna waste nobody's fucking time lying or fluffing pieces up and saying, oh, I love this film. It's fucking recreating the genre of cinema and making it magical and fucking unicorns farting dicks out of their ass. No, I don't got fucking time for that. If I don't like it, I'm gonna make it clear why I don't like it. You're never gonna get a fucking flat out, I don't like it, I don't enjoy it, that's it, end of episode. No, you're gonna get a why I don't like it. This is my view, my opinion on it, and I'm going to tell you why in full fucking detail for like at least an hour, going into depth as to why I don't. Or if I like it, this is why I like it. I'm not going to force my opinion on you. I'm not going to try to influence you to fucking like it as well, but this is why I liked it, and this is why I have to fucking like it and justifying why I liked it. So hopefully you agree, you disagree, or at least maybe you reconsider this shit, watch it again if you did, or if you fucking brushed it off and said, I'm not going to fuck with it, you'd be like, oh, wait, who this brought us some good points? I might like this, I might like that, I might enjoy this, I might enjoy that. Let me go fucking give it a try after all. And then you might end up liking it, you might end up hating it, you might end up hating me for fucking suggesting it. It doesn't matter. But the point is, you'll get nothing but the fucking unfiltered, fucking straight off the fucking tongue that comes out of my fucking mouth. As far as I'm concerned and what I gotta give you. So as I always say in every episode of Who This Been Watching, the uncut, uncensored, and uncircumcised fucking version is always on IG Live. And I barely touch them shits up anyway when I throw them up on YouTube or the fucking podcasting realm too as well. They're bare bones. So that's what I'm saying, uncircumcised. You fucking keep the foreskin, keep the fucking turtleneck here too as well. If you don't like it, if it's too tight, all right, you just fucking pull the flap down.
so you can fucking breathe a little bit and give yourself some breathing room and move your neck around and get loose with it too as well. All right? That's all I got to say. But yeah, shout out to you again, Yasin Bu Talib. And also shout out to anybody out there who might have randomly just came in out of nowhere from just one post. You checked out another, led you to checking out another, and maybe an episode or clicking the link in my bio and fucking with me, period. I appreciate you. The ones that comes to mind immediately. You know, Joey the Kid 518 on Instagram, at Joey the Kid 518, you know, from Troy, New York. He'll definitely be a big fucking name in rap soon enough because he's super talented and I fuck with him heavy as far as music and also his Plastic Boys crew up in Troy, New York. Shout out to Joseph A. Thomas as well too for doing the same, randomly sharing my stuff. Was able to have him on a past episode of Who Has Been Watching as far as the little things, pause, are concerned for that flick. So check out that episode and shout out to him also as well, and also for the insight and knowledge on the Bitcoins, the Doja coins, cryptocurrency, etc. Also to, you know, at Team Castellon as well, chiming in randomly for things, being able to join me live every so often as well. You know, I still owe you that Hairspray review, which will come up later in the year. But again, as I mentioned to you, I'd love to see when and if you got the time to be a guest, and you know, let's do it together. You know, we'll watch on our own separate times, but we'll fucking get together and fucking just make it happen as far as a live version of the review and shit. Mad Cat somewhere, Mad Cat with an X somewhere in the fucking, you know who you are. You're a producer. I fuck with you. I like your shit. You also, same thing, you randomly started liking my things too. Much appreciated and much love to you, bro. Everybody else has been showing me love. I appreciate you so much that I can't even fucking calculate or measure or put a price tag on the thing as far as how much I appreciate you all out there. So thank you, everybody. If you fuck with me now, if you didn't before, and now you're reconsidering because you like the fucking post, you loved an episode, I'm going to try to be more active on the TikTok as well, too, since that's more of a young kid game, but I kind of like it, I'll be honest. I enjoy it. I mean, I love the women on there mostly. You know, I'm guilty of it. Of age. But it's really fun to do that shit out there. It's silly fun, whatever. So I'm out here for a silly time anyway. Who This Been Watching, of course, live every Friday, 10 p.m. on my page here at Who This Is One. New episodes are AhhFuGGiT every fucking week. I had to take a little break just because, you know, I got busy like that at work and in personal life as well too. Just, you know, here and there, you know, getting tucked around like a big old flaccid dick. So next thing you know, my dick's over there, my ball's over there, and then in the middle, I'm like trying to fucking compose myself some way, somehow. Pause, by the way, too. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time for the next episode.
Yo, it's over. All right, it's over. It's over. Move the mic. Move the mic.
Thank you.